Hey everyone, welcome to the Chasing Ebenezer Show. We're showing you another part of our living space. So welcome. These are our favorite chairs. I'm Benjamin, and this is Heidi, and this is a show where we talk about stuff, play you some music. It's something, and we encourage you to be creative and a little weird, kind of like us. So we've got some patrons to be thanking. First off, if you are our patron, we're so grateful for you, especially in this season. It's helping us out. We got a new one last night, so I want to give a shout out to Mr. Andrew McCauley. Thank you for joining us in this adventure. This toast is for you.
Cheers with our herbal tea.
Our herbal tea. But yeah, we are really grateful for that because we are still moving forward with our EP and doing work on that and trying to stay creative and positive right now.
That's been a challenge.
I'm sure you can relate.
Yeah, I've had a really hard time. Usually what I like to do when I have free time, I guess if you call it that, is to write. I'm trying to finish up some edits and I just can't. I don't know why. I feel so stuck. So I've been doing some other things. I painted this the other day, did that, and I, been trying. You've been trying. A lot of you out there. So, just try something new if you're stuck, and, yeah.
Yeah. We got to, we had a really fun thing happen this week. We got to do a virtual author meet and greet Q&A with an author by the name of Austin Kleon. If you know his work, Steal Like an Artist, he's the author of that book. And we were talking about his newer book, which has only been out about a year, called Keep Going. And if you're stuck, I recommend this book. It is like it was written for this time that we're in right now. It is super good, super practical, and there's cool little illustrations. And I like illustrations, so that makes it easier for me to read. We are assuming everybody's just going to be home all week. So I was going to say, if you're not doing anything next Friday, I'm assuming you're not. We're going to be streaming a virtual Good Friday service from our Facebook page.
Yeah, join us.
We'll put some more information about that.
Yeah. And so today what we're going to talk about is the idea of what and who is essential. Mm-hmm. And this has been really something I've been thinking about a lot. Because most of my my music work was cut, and it's just, I just can't do what I normally do. That feeling of, wow, well, if the world could exist without, what I normally do I matter? I'm not one of those essential frontline workers, so am I essential? Blah, 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 blah.
Every day is an existential crisis.
And so I've been thinking about that a lot. I've been struggling with that. Is what I think a lot of people want to know is what I do matter. Yeah. And for a lot of you, you're not able to do what you normally do. And so...
And as creatives, that's something we just struggle with in general.
Already, right,
so
exactly. This is just like compounding it. And so it's something I'm really trying to really hang on to, that I am essential. I am essential to stay home. Like, it's essential for the frontline workers that I stay home. So I'm essential. I'm just essentially at home. Just not rejecting that idea that my value comes from my performance versus that I'm loved. I'm a child of God. So yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been working through, this whole idea of what's essential and who's essential. And you all are.
Yeah, if you're breathing, you are essential. Absolutely. And you are valuable.
Yeah.
I realized for me that since we're stuck at home, it's like I have to, all of my creative work, all of my work, I have to prove that I'm essential.
You mean that you're feeling the need to...
I'm feeling the need to prove that, yeah. And whether it's in creativity, whether it's in the other stuff that I do, it's like I need to prove that I'm valuable. And that's pretty sabotaging, because what you're doing is while you're creating stuff, you start judging it. Yeah, that starts happening. Then you get to the end of your day and you start evaluating, what did I actually do? You ever think a lot and then you realize that's all you did all day? Yeah, and then you start to feel kind of cripple about that, and then you start comparing. Well, what are other people doing? Are they being busier than me? And it's just drives you nuts. And that's something I've been struggling with. And the conclusion I came to yesterday is that everything I'm doing, whether it's these videos or something, it's like, how can I be loving with what I'm doing? How can this be a form of showing love?
So instead of I create or give in order to have value, because I love and have value, I then love.
I'm taking the focus off of whether or not I have value. I'm taking that focus off of that question and putting it onto how can I show love? How can this be a form of love instead of a form of validation in what I'm doing? So, yeah. And part of that, we were talking a little bit before we started filming. Part of that is I need to create because I care about me too. There needs to be an act of love towards myself in doing that. So, yeah. Prompts.
Yeah, so, depending on where you're at on the spectrum, if you're essentially at home...
I like that.
Essentially at home. Then, maybe create something, make something for someone who's essentially on the front line. And, if you're not feeling essential right now, I think it's really a great idea to tell at least one person you know and trust, hey, I don't feel essential right now, and I need some affirmation.
Yep.
I need to be encouraged right now because I'm feeling really low.
Can I tell you that is not weakness to do? It is so important to ask for that. And it's important to give other people the opportunity to do that for you, because a lot of people don't realize that, oh, hey, I can be nice to someone just because. So...
Or I think someone's awesome, so it would never cross my mind that they wouldn't feel that way about themselves.
Right.
So if you're not feeling great about yourself right now or what you do or discouraged, that'd be a great exercise in being vulnerable. So
I agree. I think that's wonderful.
So there you go. There we have it. And we love you. We just want you to know how valuable you are to us, and just as you are. So, show us what you're creating. I know a lot of you are doing stuff at home. So, we want to see your photos and your videos, what you're making at home. And we're going to do our song for you.
Yep.
We're going to do a hymn. This is one of my favorite hymns. This is it as well. And the lyrics to this song were written by a man. His name is Horatio. First of all.
Amazing name.
There you go.
Amazing
Horatio
name.
Spafford. This was a man who, within just a couple years' time, he lost his 4-year-old child to scarlet fever. Most of his assets, his property were destroyed in the Chicago fire. And then all 4 of his daughters were shipwrecked at sea and died in a shipwreck, and only his wife survived. So he wrote the lyrics to this song on his way, traveling to meet his wife who did survive. So that is so much loss that one person has experienced back in the 1800s in a really short amount of time. And yet he wrote this song of hope, of trust in Jesus, and we have that hope too. Mm-hmm. So in the midst of this, we hope this song encourages you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We love you. Happy creating, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
When peace like a river attended my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my loss, I was taught me to say, it is well,
my soul, with my soul. It is well, it is well with my soul. Though Satan should buffet, though trials should come, let this last assurance control. That Christ has regarded my helpless state, and there shall His own blood on my soul, and it is well, it is well with my soul, with my soul.